Hey now and say now, welcome to another episode of Casual Conversations. Today I'll be your host, standing in for Mr. Slim, DJ Slim, and Dirty Red. We got a really dope guest in the room, right? And we want to make sure that we bring him in the right way. But before we introduce him, I'm going to introduce you to co-host for the day, my brother, Joey Fox.
What's happening? Welcome to Casual Conversations. As we say, power to the people. We're really excited. We live from the West Side Studios, and we got a Las Vegas legend in the building today. Been part of a lot of different facets of the Vegas culture scene, so we're really excited to have him on. I'm going to give you a quick little rundown, bullet point the bio. If I do the whole thing, the show will be over by the time I finish it. So we're going to run through it real quick, you know what I'm saying? So he's opened up for the likes of Snoop Dogg, Method Man, Exhibit. He's been involved with songwriting for Profile Records, was a founder of Choice Records. He helped launch J Records and has worked with a multitude of different types of artists and different people like Alicia Keys, Luther Vandross, Busta Rhymes. He helped launch Big Shaq Daddy's Twism, if you remember that clothing line at the Magic Convention in Las Vegas. Also helped build up a celebrity clothing store at the Boulevard Mall with Big Percy. For those who are around, he is a founder of Cultures Network in 2018 it was, media marketing, video production, anything you need. I mean, this man has been involved in every facet of entertainment and the Vegas culture and hip-hop. So I want y'all to help me give a warm welcome to our guest today, Mr. BonaFied 100. What's happening? Yes, sir. Welcome.
BluSoul. Straight up, man. Let me just tell you, Vegas built on hospitality. Man, and y'all got it locked. Man. I'm at home, I promise. Thank you for that warm welcome. Man, I don't have much to say. And I promise, as I was putting that together, that was like, I don't even like doing that. I done forgot more things than I'll remember that I accomplished, man. But life's about relationships, man. That's what that really is about, man. I've been able to have some blessed relationships, man. So, again, grateful to be here. Casual Conversations amongst my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Slim and Dirty Red. Oh, man, and even before I get started as well, man, the whole team, man, but super warm welcomes going to Camera Queen, man. My partner, she was there from the beginning when I started Cultures Network, right at the Boulevard Mall, as well as DJ Get Buck, man, just the work he does. You guys' team is just phenomenal, just even the ones that I know. Dirty Red been making an impact. Like I say, I keep my company good. And of course, Drop Gang Nut, that's my ace. We've done projects together at Harding Dispensary, whether it was Spanky Hayes podcast, we executive produced that, and a few other things, man. But man, I love what y'all doing here, man, and we can start anywhere because I'm active.
Hey, listen, and that's what we're gonna start with, right? So the mantra is the plug to the city, right?
Look at that.
Talk to us about it, man. Tell me something about that.
I love seeing us win, and people that want to see you win gonna help you win. You know, but even me as an OG, man, I can learn from a 4-year-old. Yeah. We have to learn. It's a difference between helping people and doing it for them. You know what I mean? So I got tired of, first of all, I love being a teammate, man, because I've had my label, I did this or that, and I loved being a teammate. You know what I mean? Because less responsibility. But what I realized, and no disrespect to nobody, but I'm about win-win, and I'm about, I don't care about leading or taking out the trash, as long as we get the result done. You know what I mean? And maximizing, monetizing, and capitalizing off of what we doing, and not just doing it for the likes, views, or I'm the man for the day. You know what I mean? I don't get off on that, man. We got legacies in Las Vegas, man. We got young legends that keep me motivated. You know what I'm saying? So in the building. You know what I mean? Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
that's what that plug to the city is really because of relationships, whether it's the music business, entertainment, fashion, events, life coaching, working for the city for 22 years, starting at the bottom, leaving at the top. I've had some great relationships, and I wouldn't say nobody owes me anything, but I've done a lot for a lot of people, so now everything has came full circle at the perfect time. You know what I mean? At the perfect time, because I own everything that I'm involved with.
That's dope.
That's the way to be. That's the way to be. One thing I love when we have guests on this show, when we can talk to people that have had an opportunity to really have a true journey through just dealing with the culture of Las Vegas when it comes to hip hop, and you've been on kind of in every corner of it, whether it was the music, the clothing, the different things. So what would you say, at what point during your journey did you really, probably early on, really realize, like, this is what I want to be involved in, this is what I want to do?
Man, it's crazy. Because even some of my partners, friends, family, and even some of the youngsters still just remember me as an OG rapper, or they look at us, and even some of my young partners that's doing their thing, and they think, oh, it's kind of the same, oh, he doing it. Man, we have transitions, and there's learning curves in those transitions. So what I would say, to answer your question, man, at 14, first of all, I knew that rap game was for me. 15, here in Vegas, I was one of the ones, rest in peace, Silky D, gave him his name. Paulie Mac, actually, we were on Profile together, did some stuff in the neighborhood, but my neighborhood, Bonanza Village, we did a few different things. But the rapping was there, but believe it or not, promotions organically start happening because I got contracts with Def Jam, with Profile, thanks to DJ Rory and some of those relationships. Yeah, absolutely, man. And so, you go from, getting a slice of the bread to, like, man, wanting to, some people want the whole loaf. Some want to make the bread. You know what I'm saying? So that's the position, that independent, that I've put myself, and I've been in. I love us working together, but that's another conversation. We'll get to that. But really, at an early age, I knew the entertainment business was for me. Rapping in high school, Dr. Cram at Western High School. My senior year, they gave me the whole gym. They gave me the cafeteria for 2 days. The gym for 2 days. I had the equipment. I could have anybody in there to rehearse for the assemblies. You know what I mean? So during lunch, I'd go out there and grab people to come in there and kick it with me, stuff like that. But yeah, that was at an early age. I was blessed to do some great things, so I knew that was for me. I didn't know that I'd be involved in video production, or I'd love promoting other people, us doing positive things, because we used to seeing the negative scope of things. You know what I'm saying? So early age, man, entertainment was in me, man. Yeah,
I saw how you casually slid in. I gave Silky D his name, right? You can't do that casually, man. We got to talk about it. So talk about the pioneership of coming up in the city. Like, speak to it more, though, because you just did, but I want you to give me a little bit more.
Silky D grew up right across the street, man. And this young, powerful brother, Lil Bros, he went from DJing to running his, own label. If people don't know, he did the commercial on Main Street for I feel like Paulie. I watch y'all episodes. I feel like Paulie right now. LA Street Clothing, say it then, So no, he did a few different things. So, and I've said that, and let me make sure I put the facts out there. So what it is Silky D actually got the name off my Peachy. I said Peachy Notebook. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the name of a homie in Seattle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where that name actually came from. Man, but just speaking on the culture, the early culture, man, for those that don't know, we had Troubadour. That was our teenage nightclub. We had the club, and of course, the one where me and my partner D Smooth got our break, I would say, in was That's Entertainment. And one night I stole a car. I was about 16. Stole a car. We all went. My boys was a couple years older than me. We ended up getting in the booth with DJ Frankie, DJ Rob, and from there it was kind of history. You know, they put us out and didn't teach us the game. So yeah, I'm gonna tell some real shizzle.
Yeah.
You know how it goes on right today. You know what I mean? Some of my partners celebrate some of these cats that blinded us to the business side of the music industry. You know, they had us in the rap game when it's the music business. You know, so royalties. You know, stuff came out. Man, Dino Esposito, Summer Girls was on Def Jam. He played keyboards on our single. You know, I wasn't numbered 18, 19 years old. You know, remember first hearing our stuff on KCEP. You know, that local, that's what we get caught up in. Get outside the city, y'all. Man, you ain't. They don't love you until other cities love you. That ain't just for Vegas. It's everywhere, man. They ain't gonna put you on their back, you know, until you own. And I just want to add this. And when that happens, guess what? We got that choice to say, do I want to work with them or not? Do I want to have them play with my or not? Or do I just want to keep it a buck and say, you know what? Keep that same energy when you ain't think I was, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you can't get on this bandwagon, you know what I mean? So, but nah, you got to get outside your city, and I've been blessed to do a few things, and I love our culture, I love our city, I brag about our city. We just like any other ones, it's just that we got to understand, it's still not going to be one artist or group that break the door down. When the door breaks down, it's going to be 100 motherfuckers run through there. Yep. We so gifted and talented in this city, you know what I'm saying? Not just the males too. I'm talking about our female artists as well. So y'all forgive me, man. I feel comfortable. Nah, I've been holding.
I want to hear you.
I've been actually asked for years to get on different platforms or whatnot, and I've held back. You know. This is family here, and it's more than family. What you guys do here, Casual Conversations, is major major high level material. So I want to be involved and show my face on it too. You know, so, but no, man, I appreciate it, man, and you know, our city is, man, we the #1 city in the world, man. We really are the entertainment capital of the world. And I ain't talking about that's without the strip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
well, obviously with all that you've dealt with and a lot of things that you've, you know, and you kind of spoke on a little bit in dealing with being young and kind of coming into the game, not really being taught, you know, what's going on, how the business works versus the rap game. How do you feel like you bounce back from dealing with some of that adversity? Because a lot of times people get into situations, they believe this is it, I'm about to blow up, this is the opportunity, then they find themselves hitting that wall because you thought you had the right people around you. Ooh. And then you kind of hit that, you know, that point where I got to pick myself back up and keep going. You know what I'm saying? So how did you deal with those types of situations as far as to still be here doing it, how you doing it?
That's a real one. So, hashtag life skills. You know what I mean? Again, it's the music business. And I was blessed to be a multitasker. So at one time, I had a city job. I was coaching I'm getting a little choked up. I was coaching because of certain presences in the room. But I was coaching my kids in sports, working for the city, had a record label, put artists out, put myself on the back burner. but I'm self-motivated first and foremost. We have to recognize not right or wrong, bad or good, what works and what doesn't. So sometimes we got to be honest with ourselves. If our friends or our family don't tell us what works for us, it might be friends or family. You know, it ain't personal, it's business. So as an OG, I even said I had a lesson almost a year and a half ago where I rewoke and I said, you know what? Remember I told you guys I love being a teammate, but I love results. Excuse me. I love results, and I don't like doing things for the fame or the glory. Give it to God, man. Y'all can have it. I'm gonna celebrate at the end, you know. But I had to have my own, and it ain't about control because I got great people around me. But I like to see us win. And like I said, people that want to see you win, going to help you win with this experience, with this knowledge, with these relationships and resources. God told me, what you going to do with them? You know what I mean? So being motivated, or when I'm off, I go to real resources. People that's going to tell me what I need to know, not what I want to hear. And I eliminated about 85% of the people I was dealing with last March. And I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. Y'all, this is exclusive. And don't nobody take it personal, but it wasn't about them. It was about me investing in me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it really is, man. And like I said, I can learn from a kid. I got a lot of y'all, man, that I see, I watch, man, you know, I might even ask y'all a question. You might think I'm on the interview side or just want to promote a picture, but I'm really getting me some game and some knowledge from y'all. You know what I mean? Straight up, you know? So, and a lot of times right now, the youngsters are setting examples for the older ones, man, and that's just the truth. I'm not saying all of them, but some of us have dropped the ball on being that example or laying those roadmaps, whether it's entertainment, business, music, or whatever. I take responsibility for my part because I put my head down and just get her done. And I thought that wasn't narrow-minded or tunnel vision. I thought it was really focused and dialed in, but nah, it ain't. We got to deal with our peoples. However we deal with them, like, man, you was wrong. Look, I'm cool on you. And then put our head down and keep going. We can't just, cut people off and think that's healthy. It ain't healthy for us, you know, like you were saying, personal growth. Yes. So that's a lot of that in a nutshell, man. I stay motivated. When I get down, I have too many losses, close ones, little brothers, that, you know, I wish physically was here with me, but I know they proud.
Yeah. So now that we on the personal side, right? I'm gonna keep it right there just a little bit, right? So
woosah. They said woosah.
3 words.
I told you it's gonna be kind of casual.
Right? 3 words. Describe yourself in 3 words. What would be the?
Why the first one come is giving. I don't know if that's good or bad in these days. Nah, giving, loyal, dedicated, motivated, whatever. Giving, loyal, committed. Giving, loyal, committed.
Love it.
So what, you know, because I know, obviously, I know we had to dig in a little bit. We had to break
y'all, this is a good tag team, man.
Now, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll pull it back. We'll give you the
Come on, Jay.
I know everything you've experienced, a lot of the things that you've done. Tell me about just a moment that you felt like was just such a good time, whether it was opening for an artist or something that you did when it was like, man, this was just an unforgettable night or moment that I got to have, that I got to experience, that really made you, you know, really be happy that you're doing what you're doing and to be part of something like that.
Man, I got a lot of them. I promise I do. I got some as of now because I feel like no matter what I've done and everything I've accomplished, God has already told me that now I'm in a position to speak about that, show that off, give it, monetize off of it. But what came to mind as you were saying that is, man, one of these stories that need to be told. So For those that heard of South Central Cartel, the homie Big Prodigy, my first relationship with him, man, I was paying $4,000 a track. But by the end of it, real quick, like, I think I paid $3,000, then $500 a track. He drive out here. It's like, we'd record in the hotel, California hotel downtown, and he like, send me the money whenever. So we went $4,000 to $500. When it went to $500, this particular track we did for my artist, Dog from Vegas Heights, OG Robert Gaston, and the song, you know, is right now. I don't care. Somebody played it for me a few days ago. And so recording that track is still a hit right now. So we recorded it and we wrote it and recorded in the hotel in less than an hour, man. And it's a banger. And this song was done in 99 or 2000. And the production, the sound, and the track is still banging. I started, and man, I'm getting, man, just thinking about that. Yeah, I started, and right now, I promise you, man, I could go perform it right now anywhere. And the funny story about it, when we finished the track, I said to Dog, I was like, Dog went first. No, excuse me, I went first, Dog went second, and Young Prod, who did one of the coldest 16 bars I ever heard, he went last. After we finished it, Prod did the hook too. I said, Dog, man, I'm gonna put this on my album too. He was like, well, you could just put it on your album, man. No, we ain't put it on both, you know. So it let me know it was a banger, and we all did our job, man. But that's one of them stories that need to be told. Shout out Big Prodigy from the South Central Cartel. He's still a legend, producing, getting his bread, and Cali and our Dog did what he's meant to do in his family legacy. He's ministering or in the gospel, you know what I'm saying, making an impact there, man. One of the coldest moments. Yeah, so that's it. And the reason I started my record label, no matter what I was doing, I was driving down the street one day and Dog said, man, I'm gonna be one of the coldest to never make it. And I took a loan out on my house, 10 racks, me and my wife at the time, my kid's mom, and took out a loan and put 10 racks of that into my record label and started right then. You know what I'm saying? Because right at that time, he was a cross between Ice Cube and Scarface. You know what I'm saying? And boy, we got tails, you know. So, yeah. Man, reminisce on how blessed I am. That's how I stay motivated. That's how, man, I got stories I've been withholding. Y'all know I got a radio show. We are Blessing Sir Charles Tatum, 702.5 FM, every Saturday, 12 p.m. Vegas Up Now. Gotta have all y'all. And I only say that because I don't even talk about this stuff on my own platforms, y'all.
Yeah. Well, sometimes we gotta have you sit down. So
y'all get the exclusive. Y'all innocent by association. You know what I'm saying? No, man. Thank you, man. Great job. Y'all meant for this. Let me flip it. When did y'all know y'all had it in you to do this?
Today.
You know your blood. Like, come on, you and J Pop. Come on, man.
You know what I mean?
I run from the camera, man.
No, see,
I made a decision this year that I'm gonna step in front of it, and
come
that's what happens.
on.
For real.
Oh, man.
So I feel the same way you feel.
Man,
I've been running my trap for a minute, so you know I've been around it and been part of it. So you know, like you said, I know, you know, BonaFied. I've got to see a lot of what you've done. That's why I like asking the questions so people can hear the story. And I feel really blessed to have been a part of a city at a time when I remember when this city was so small And there was this connection where everybody they were trying to make it, was trying to get exposure. When you talk about the artist you're talking about, and just to even hear you say something when someone said, like, I'm gonna be the best to never make it, and then you deciding to be the catalyst to say, well, look, we're gonna try it this way, and I'm gonna put something behind you, just to have that kind of belief, you know. But to know what a lot of Vegas artists and a lot of people have done for the hip hop culture that now definitely gets more attention than it used to back in the day. But it was built on the backs of a lot of people that I want to make sure people always are able to recognize, because there were times when we were separated and we could only be in certain areas. You had mentioned doing the Magic Convention, and I remember during the Magic Convention they had us all in the back, all the hip hop clothing. They didn't want us near Polo, none of that. They didn't want us near Hanes. They had us all the way in the back. You know, we couldn't even be by the underwear, and it was all the hip hop clothing. You know, and then we built it and turned it into this whole party that we had, and then they came in, and I remember Twism. I remember your involvement with that and everything that was going on. So it's always great to have somebody that I know has been through that journey and understanding what Vegas needed at the time. Because if we didn't have people like you and a lot of the Rory Macs and the Paulie Macs, I remember, you know, going to those 97 dances, and there was the 211 posse and all this stuff. You know what I mean? So I remember being young and seeing that. And that's all we had as kids out here. You know what I mean? So it took people like you to make sure that a whole nother generation that now is, you know, that is now in a point where we can help guide people had something like that for us here. You know, and I got to travel and go to New York as a young kid. I had family there, so I saw the difference. So it was great, though, to know Vegas had that, because we didn't really have it except for that little small, you know what I'm saying, batch of things, you know, that we had going on. So that's why I'm really happy to have you on the show today, then to be able to talk about what you've done and the journeys you've had, because, you know, I mean, you put in a lot of work, you know, so, and we should have more shows you get a chance to talk about what you're doing, not just being the host. I know you're so used to doing, like you said, you put your head down, I'm hosting, I'm video production, I'm doing this, you'll do whatever needs to get done, like you said, but sometimes we want you, what you say, woosah, have a seat and let's talk about you for a minute, let's give you your flowers, and, you know, we really appreciate you being part of it, man, because you definitely deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So we really happy to have you on here.
Like even just speaking on like some as historic, right, as where you grew up, right? A lot of people that's currently in Las Vegas just don't even understand like what Bonanza Village really was to this community, right? Like I don't like people really don't get it, right? Like they don't know because they haven't been here long enough, or they just didn't understand it because they was young, right? But Bonanza Village is such like, especially let's listen, Black world, listen, Black Vegas, y'all got to understand Bonanza Village. If you grew up in there, your folks had paved the way.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Right? They was a part of something different in this city that started, right? We can talk about everything that happened on Jackson and all of that stuff way back, right? But when we talk about neighborhoods, we always forget to mention one of the most prominent neighborhoods that was in Vegas, which was Bonanza Village, right?
Come on.
That's where you...
Come on, that's the stomping ground, Sutro Way, still to this day. You know, we own property over there, you know. So, man, rest in peace, Pops, Mr. TJ Pooh. And right cat a corner of us, Mr. Rest in Peace, Mr. Melvin Givens, two legendary pioneer coaches that impacted men, young men and women, but a lot of brothers and that's affecting their kids today, you know what I mean? They were great men, man. So you got the basketball legends and us seeing what it's like to have a two-parent household, career jobs. You know, I remember at one time, man, our house got robbed the day before Christmas, and I knew who did it and all that. I was a youngster though, but they used to call me Rich Kid. And so, even giving a little more history is, I told people I'm the Fresh Prince of Las Vegas because I was born in Southern Memorial Hospital right here in Las Vegas. For those that don't know, that's UMC now. And I would travel back to Seattle and come back for the summers. But at 15, I stayed for good. You know what I mean? But the summer, man, I got so many stories. Vegas and Sutro Way, Silky D, Paulie Mac was over there for a minute, D Smooth, So we had music, Jazzy J, because Silky D and Jazzy J, that was his DJ. You know what I'm saying? Yep. There's other cats that came out of the neighborhood, far as athletes, Teddy James, man. Man, you taking me back, man. You don't know about Sutro Way, Bonanza Village? Every year, 4th of July, no matter what, we shooting it up. You know, no matter where our family during 4th of July, we gonna end up on Sutro, and it may be anywhere, and this is just like blood family. It's gonna be 75 to 125 of us over there. That's just the family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when the neighborhood comes through too, and everybody else, rest in peace, my brothers, man. I was blessed to have some awesome little brothers. Chill P, man, died at the age of 38, health. And my brother DP, Derek Pooh, he died on my birthday, May 10th, about 9 years ago. Health, rare brain disease. But both of them, man, they had their impacts. And all me and my brothers, Lil TJ, man, I'm just going to say, man, all of us, one thing we had in common, we was blessed to have a few best friends. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I mean a few best friends.
Important.
You know, the brothers. So that helped. We learned from Pops, and shout out, rest in peace, my stepmother, Verna Poole. Discipline. Yep. I learned tough love. I was really the black Cinderella on restriction and all of that, man. But this woman on Christmas, on my 18th on Christmas, she had the family vehicle 98 Oldsmobile at the house for me with a red ribbon on it. You know what I mean? And I was the and man, you know what I'm saying? 18 years old, the family 98. Man, so tough love, man. I had a balance of it all, man. And that's what we got over there, too. We grew up, man, where you whip the neighbor's kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Village, for real.
Bonanza, it was a village. We looked out for each other over there, man.
It was.
You know, y'all got me over here fixing my figures and all kind of, hey.
I'm glad we reminisced, you know, and talked about that. But, you know, like I said, your hustle keeps going. You keep moving. So let's talk about the future. Let's talk about what you got going now, what's coming up. I know you're doing a lot of video production. You're getting into things like that, among other things, still being the plug to the city. So tell us about, you know, now that we know what's you know, where BonaFied came from, the Fresh Prince of Las Vegas, where, you know, I didn't even know you was in Seattle up until you were 15. That's crazy. But yeah, so what's happening in the future now, and what can we be looking for?
What's going on as we speak? I'm soaking up game to take back to the lab and utilize. Right. Not copy, not take away. We addition, not competition. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm going to give it up where I got it from. So soaking up. So I have, I'm blessed to have my own video production company. So whether it's performances or like events that I'm involved in this weekend, which is the back to school concert and dance competition, as well as fashion show. One of the groups that's going to be there is the Jasper Boys. So doing video production for that. Before I get there that Saturday, I'll be doing our radio show, like I said, on Hot 702.5. Okay. That's an urban show, hot topics, indie music. We don't say local because we local to global. Yeah. Indie music and gems, you know, celebrity guests and surprises, a lot of giveaways, tickets, you know what I mean? As well as Sunday, the Cannabis Awards. By the time this air, who knows? But if you missed it, the Cannabis Awards, that's downtown, man. A brand that I'm my partner, Boniac, Budology Clothing. I went from a brand ambassador to I'm the point man. I have the tent, I have the merchandise, I have it all. That's the glow in the dark cannabis merchandise. So my website, this is because it's y'all. I'm going to exclusively give that information out. It's about 85%, but you can go to it now. And we'll be playing a lot of us on that, too. It's a multi-gifted website. culturesnetworkconnections.com. So anybody go there, they'll get the latest hip-hop news. They'll be able to buy merch. There's a store there. They'll see some of the things I'm involved with. They'll get to the YouTube channel. But right now, it's media, radio, and video production. Shout out my team, Kobe D, Too Cool, Jimmy Bingham. Man, I got some wise people around me. Excuse me. Joe Jack, my partner in Nebraska, we have an animation cartoon that went from a docu-series to it's a full-blown movie. That's about 80% done. We've invested with our investor, over 140 to 150,000 in that. That's called the Chronic Tales. So, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, being on my P's and Q's, and taking it easy and learning how to delegate, because there's real people that'll help you win, you know what I mean? And working with my folks as much as I possibly can, the right one, you know what I mean? So that's what I currently have on the table, man. Staying active. Shout out DJ Memphis Hollywood, C3 Lounge in the relationship, what we doing over there as well. Paulie Mac and Cork and Thorn. Platforms like this, man, is so beautiful. When y'all ready to step outside, man, I have platforms for you as well, you know, that you can utilize and have the hospitality that you guys gave me.
All right.
You know, and any other resources I have. Okay. You know what I mean? Let's get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? For real.
So I'm gonna ask you a total industry question, right? Like the major industry, right? That's what we call it, right? Big label stuff. But in your opinion, right, who is somebody that you feel is pushing the culture forward?
In the city? In
general. Just
thank you for that.
In general.
Man, I love y'all, man. It's in his blood, y'all. It's in his genes. Look what I'm on, y'all. For real. And both of these cats, 4 years ago, they was banging. I don't know who to go first. I know who I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go to Akeem Ali first. I'm gonna go to him first. And I played one of his things, and I said, it ain't about no pimp. It's about some masculine congratulations. It's about some, it's some masculine homage. You know what I'm saying? So he's smooth, his lyrics, his sound, and I love that the same thing that's happening to him 4 years later is the same thing happening to this next one. I'm gonna say is the major cats want to do something with them. You know what I mean? For a moment, that's that. You know, carrying on their legacy, not really helping the artist. So the one I'm really on, y'all, is LaRussell.
Yeah. So yeah.
LaRussell.
Thing too.
That's what I was listening to it like an athlete before I came here.
Oh, that was the hype.
You know what I mean? Nah, for real, man. The youngster, I told you, the OG, we can learn from it, you know. Independent. You want to do it the right way, the independent, man. The whole team eating, not waiting on nobody, controlling your destiny, you know, making them come to you and controlling it. He talked about it 4 years ago. He ain't signing no deals. Man, people go listen to the freestyle he did on Good Company, not the one on LA Leakers. That one's cold too. But he did a freestyle in 21 on his company, Good Company. It's under that. Yeah. GC. He said something about watching, see if they in 2026. My whole point is he's ahead of his time, man. He's substance, he's conscience, he's hip hop, he's rap, he's family, he represent that bay, that, you know, that sound they got, you know, and he ain't asked for no help, you know, and he still give it up to all of them. And I'm putting this out there. I don't care if my team, some of my relationships get mad at me, man, because the real got to come out. Now, we ain't promised the next moment. So, look, I'm kind of mad at my Mount Westmore partners. Snoop, Q, Too Short, and 40. Yep. And the reason I'm not mad, that's a little hard. I'm disappointed. man, for real, can't nobody argue with me. Each one of them could take just one artist and invest in them and carry that West legacy. They got enough. They gonna eat anyway. They gonna keep eating. They got unlimited deals and opportunities. Take one. We the OGs. Come on, man. And I got a partner, man. Shout out Prozac, man, that do a lot of their production, man, for them, man. Y'all know, man. And we wishing him well, man, and his health as well. But I only say that, man, because us OGs, man, we ain't promised the next moment. None of us are. But we got to tell the truth, man. You know, and we talk about this West Coast, and I'm a West Coast baby. You know, they should be each grabbing one. You know, not 4 years later, 5 years later. So those are just two. And if I can, I want to get Lit Socks, 2K Vegas. I'm going to stop there because I can really, man, I'm going to give MOE Entertainment Mode, they whole family, they whole camp. I'm going to just stop there on the local scene, man.
Just on some like low key stuff, right? What was that? What's that? P Freeze and them did they anniversary, right?
Young legend.
Hold on. And I don't think you realized the reception that you got when you walked in that door, did you? I saw you.
Man, thank you. You know what?
It was dope. A lot of love.
You know what? Look. And we gotta learn to receive it, man. That's disrespectful when we push it away, man. And man, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I really am.
I noticed that a lot of times.
The difference between humility, humble, and just letting somebody give it to you, like somebody love on you too, right? We all need that.
It's hard. I notice it's harder for those that are always trying to push others to accept a little bit of acknowledgement and things like that. They're normally the ones that are like, nah, even though, like you said, when you somebody that, you know, and you said at the beginning of the interview, you're somebody that will sit behind the board, help produce the track, or you'll take the trash out. Whatever needs to get done to make it happen. And so a lot of times it's those people that always are the hardest ones when it's time to appreciate them. They're even still like, nah, don't worry about me. They're normally telling you, get back. No, we got to get back to this. Don't, you know. So, I mean, that's why I'm glad he even brought that up because once again, you know, you put in a lot of work. You've done a lot of things. You forgot more things than you probably done. And this has happened to me, you know, because, you know, like I said, I've been around Vegas and dealt with a lot of people and done different things. And I'm sure you get people who come up to you that are probably thanking you for something that you was involved in, that if I paid you $100, you probably couldn't remember half the time what you did, but that's the impact, you know, that people like yourself will have on people when you're constantly trying to move the ball forward, when you're constantly in that giving mode, which you said is one of your 3 words. You know, you giving and you committed and you loyal. And so those three things right there are always going to be something that allows other people to eat off of you and to make sure that they know that you're there to help build people up and not tear down. And even if they just, you help them step where they're going and then that's all you do for them, you still don't walk away from that feeling any kind of way. You just turn to the next part. So, I mean, that's why we was really happy to have you on the show today. I'm glad we got to talk about some things and really get a little background on you, your history in Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's always good to have. You know, and then and really excited about what you got going on, you know what I mean, as far as back to school, all those good things. So we do want to make sure that you give your tags. So where can people follow you? I know you gave us the website, but let's get your tag in, everything where everybody can check out everything you got going on.
Man, and even before, man, y'all naturals. Y'all brought it out of me straight up, man. So thank you. Man, the whole family, the whole squad, y'all amazing, straight up. BonaFied Culture on Facebook. That's BonaFied CULTURE. BonaFied Culture. Official BonaFied 100 on IG. And then just Cultures Network Connection. Just Google that, Cultures Network, and you'll find me. I promise. Man. Vegas up now.
Vegas up.
Not next, right motherfucking now. Yeah. And again, man, teamwork make the green work.
Right.
Straight up, y'all, man. We gotta play team, man. No jealousy and envy. If old girl can, man, women can open doors that we can't. First of all, let's remember that. Yeah. And then if someone else on our team, and we all rappers, us three in the group, and they really feeling Jay, look, let's push Jay, man, and what you need us to do, Jay, and that door be open for whatever it take to get us where we plan to go, man. Protect yourself, artists, businesses, and give it away, man, and you end up being blessed. Pay it forward. You end up being blessed times 10.
Times 10. That's what I'll say. Whenever you feel like you need something, go give something, and whatever you need will come your way. So, man, we really want to thank you again, BonaFied, for coming to join us today.
Appreciate you.
It was a pleasure. Getting to talk with you, man. Have a good time.
Coming to
reminisce a little bit on Vegas and everything that's happening. So we're really excited about it. So I am Joe Feezy. You know what I mean? Want to thank everybody for joining us on Casual Conversations today. We had a great time as usual. We'll have your boys Unc Dirty Red and DJ Slim back. I'm sure next week or for the next episode, or maybe me and JB's might come back. We'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? So
again, shout out to the West Arts Center, Arts of the Heart.
Yes.
We do appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for allowing us to utilize your precious space.
Look at that.
Yes, sir.
Again,
DBs.
Brother,
look, come on, man. Come on, man.
Appreciate it.
I'm better in y'all presence.
Thank y'all. And thank everybody behind the camera. I know we thanked them earlier. You know what I mean? I'm going to get a sign-off message to get back in the day when we had the radio station. If you can't be good, you better be good at it. So I want to thank everybody for checking out Casual Conversations, and we appreciate you tuning in. Peace.
One time.
Play me in the autumn, any order. Play me in the winter, play me in the summer, play me in the autumn, any order. You play me in the winter, play me in the summer, play me in the autumn, any order. Play me in the winter, play me in the summer, play me. We got another one.